Welcome and hello. I'm Yasmin Saeed and you're watching the English news programme on Somaliland National Television. We're here to update you on local and international affairs. These are the stories making headlines. A handing over ceremony takes place at the Ministry of Interior. Director General of Somaliland National Television meets with Dr. Bilal Phillips. US President visits South African icon Nelson Mandela. In a cabinet reshuffle expected to prompt more productivity throughout governmental institutions, former Minister of Interior Mohammed Noor Aral Adour handed over assumed responsibilities and powers to newly appointed Minister Ali Mohammed Waran Adder.
The ceremonial event, which took place at Somaliland's Ministry of Interior, boasted a number of notable government figures, including all three senior armed force officials, parliamentarians and ministerial staff. The President gave me an opportunity to serve my nation, and that is what I did. I thank him for the chance to perform to the best of my abilities, and I believe my nation is proud of all that I've achieved during my term as minister, said the former Minister of Interior Mohammed Noor Aral Adour. The newly appointed Minister Ali Mohammed Waran Adder commended the efforts of the outgoing minister, the ministerial staff, and all those involved in the security sector of Somaliland. It's quite clear that Minister Mohammed Noor has done much for his nation, and I will continue the hard work, dedication, and commitment he's shown during his time as minister, said the newly appointed minister. Other keynote speakers included Somaliland's Police Commissioner, Chief Generals of the Custodial Corps, as well as the military.
Director General of Somaliland National Television, Khadr Ali Gas, as well as Director General of Information, Culture and National Guidance, Abdurrashid Jibril Yusuf, welcomed internationally renowned Islamic scholar Dr. Bilal Phillips at ministerial headquarters. The Director General of Somaliland National Television, Khadr Ali Gas, as well as other senior ministerial officials, spoke to the tremendous role that Dr. Bilal Phillips plays in propagating Islam to the international community. Dr. Bilal Phillips is best known for his lectures on the peace and patience on international channels such as Peace TV. The Director General informed Dr. Bilal Phillips on the number of developments made in Somaliland's history and the progressive steps taken to ensure that a positive message always remains at the core of television programming. Dr. Bilal Phillips has given lectures at various locations throughout ENG Sa, and this isn't the first trip. On the contrary, the Islamic scholar previously gave lectures at locations such as ENG Sa University. Former Minister of Housing, Transportation and Public Works, Saeed Sulub Mohammed, commended the cabinet reshuffle implemented by the President of Somaliland, Ahmed Silanyo. He emphasised the need for more progress and development throughout Somaliland's government, and that this reshuffle is a testament to the President's commitment to excellence. Saeed Sulub Mohammed, speaking to our reporters, stated that it is essential for improvements to be made in Somaliland's government to ensure citizens receive all that they expect from their elected and appointed officials, and as such, the President's decision to implement a cabinet reshuffle has shown this administration's commitment to prompting the utmost productivity. The former Minister of Housing, Transportation and Public Works also informed our reporters that he believes plans in the pipeline for this government will fill sector voids and fuel emerging markets, creating more opportunities for an otherwise troubled young demographic. You're watching the English news programme on Somaliland National Television, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news programme. And now for our international headlines in detail. President Barack Obama has met with South Africa's leader on the second leg of his three-nation Africa tour, which is seen in paying tribute to the legacy of critically ill former president and anti-apartheid icon Nelson Mandela.
The White House said Obama would hold a private meeting with Mandela's family hours after the president said he was not angling for a photo op with the ailing former president. Obama jetted into South Africa on Friday evening from Senegal. The two leaders met about a 10-minute drive from the Pretoria hospital where 94-year-old Mandela lies in critical condition. Mandela's health is said to be improving after several difficult days. Mandela, who became South Africa's first black president in 1994 after being jailed for 27 years for opposing white minority rule, is suffering from a recurring lung infection and has been hospitalized 3 times since last December. The illness dates back to his years in apartheid-era prisons.
An American and an Egyptian journalist have been killed in Egypt clashes between protesters opposed to President Mohamed Morsi and those backing him. The rival demonstrations, involving tens of thousands of people, began on Friday in the northern port city of Alexandria, ahead of a mass opposition rally planned for Sunday, which marks the end of the first year of Morsi's 4-year term.
Reuters news agency said a third man was killed and 10 injured in an explosion during a protest in Port Said at the mouth of the Suez Canal. Tensions are rising ahead of Sunday's rally. Andrew Pocher, a 21-year-old who worked for an American cultural center in the coastal city of Alexandria, was killed on Friday as he took photographs of the demonstration, officials said. He is reported to have been working in Egypt teaching English to children and trying to improve his Arabic language skills. The State Department has authorized the departure of non-essential embassy staff in Egypt and their family members. In an updated travel warning, the department cautioned U.S. citizens to defer non-essential travel to Egypt at this time due to the continuing possibility of political and social unrest. U.S. citizens are urged to remain alert to local security developments and to be vigilant regarding their personal security, said the travel advisory. Britain also updated its travel advice for Egypt, urging citizens against all but essential travel to the country. In the canal city of Port Said, an Egyptian journalist was killed and several others injured after a small explosive device was thrown at anti-Morsi protesters, a security official and witnesses said.
Mongolian President Sakia El-Badouj has been re-elected for a second term, the country's election commission has said, quoting preliminary results. The commission announced on Thursday that El-Badouj got 50.23% of the votes, beating a former wrestling champion, Bat Erdine of the People's Party, and Health Minister Udval Natsag of the People's Revolutionary Party. The win preserves the dominance of the Democratic Party, which won the most seats, though not an absolute majority, in last year's parliamentary vote, and heads a coalition government keen to regulate foreign investments. The result of Wednesday's election would not be official until the ballot papers were counted again on delivery to Ulaanbaatar. That's all the news we have for you today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.